We've been seeing this real wave of adult novels, especially fantasy and sci-fi, that are sold as adult books, but they are about teenagers and they really follow all of the YA conventions. They're written in the same tone and style as YA novels. They're about YA issues like going to school or going to some elite training facility or something like that. And one of the things I find irritating about this is that it has made me very suspicious of contemporary adult fantasy and sci-fi books, because so many times I've been recommended a book or I've heard about a book that sounds really great and I go and I look it up and oh, it's about a 16-year-old going to high school, and I read it and it is in all ways a YA novel that has just been sold as an adult novel. And I'm not interested in reading that, but I come across them so frequently. So it has come to the point that whenever I look at a synopsis of an adult book, I'm trying to assess how old the protagonist is, and if it seems unclear or if based on the storyline, it really seems like this might be a teenager, I tend to just not read it. And I realize this probably means that I am missing out on some books that actually are about adults that I actually would like. For example, I just started reading this book, The Last Son, which I've been hearing about for ages and in many ways sounds like it would be up my alley, but I really had the impression that this was about a teenager because the synopsis talks about how the main character, his family died, he's the last scion of this great house, he's trying to figure out who killed his parents, he's off on this adventure. It's stuff that sounds very YA. But then I needed a book and none of my other holds had come in, so I started reading it. And it turns out that he's 35. And it's not written like a YA novel at all. I'm really liking it so far. I just wish that there was more clarity in these spaces about these books. I wish I could pick up an adult book and be confident that it actually was a book about adults for adults, not a book about teenagers going to school.